What is up, Pokemon fans? It is Blake Trout here. And I'm here to bring you your PCBL 12. Wait. Oops. It was off a year. I will go back to 2022. So, back to PCBL 11, Week 12, Weekly Summary. Although, I'm not really doing a weekly summary and dealing with any games. No. We're only going to do the games that actually matter, that have a lot of playoff worries and contention. So, there's really only 3 battles that I'm going to actually cover for this week. And other content stuff I want to make because it's already been fully decided. So, we're going to see who gets the 7th and 8th seeds to complete this crazy playoff run. And it's been a while I'm trying to go over the whole amount of burnout I suffered from school and from working a very, very, very dangerously long month of 60-hour weeks. So let's just start with this. So here's the first battle that I want to talk about. This one's going to be between the Twin Leaf Tanglas and Village Bridge Volcaronas, between Pluto and Troy. Now, what makes this battle extremely important? You know what? Let's just freaking start, by the way. Winner here, say this. Pluto's situation is that he needs to just win. If he can win one game, he can completely solidify his ability and spot. Because even if he wins by 1, he's in. That's all that matters. Because by then, no one under at least this sharp can kind of overtake him leveling-wise. So, all that Pluto has to do is win. Problem is, it's freaking Troy who's on a tear. He's won 5 straight games so far. In pretty convincing fashion, too, which is sort of scary. And now that he's kind of gotten his stuff together and has a playoff spot in, there's no telling what he can do. If Troy can win this, he can secure that 4th spot and stay in the top. But no guarantees either if he loses as well. And if Pluto loses, then that's it. It's over. Because then anybody needs to have a 66 record and he's in there. Unless everybody else loses. You know, the odds of that happening is very low. So just let's get started. So it's pretty much going to be hyper sped up. Why? Because, yeah. This game was pretty fun to watch. It was tight. It was intense for a while. At this point, it was basically Pluto sort of playing catch up a little bit, as he could not really take down things he wanted to take down early on. Melmetal, one of his best options, weren't really working too effectively. They were just getting completely cooked each time around. Had to drink some water. See, look, Drain Punch completely shuts it down. And since Double Iron Bashes isn't doing anything, what do you even do here? Goes for Moonblast. Yes, Togekiss gets Moonblast now, which is actually great. I love that. And it's really just been a game of sort of catch-up. At first, it feels like the Troy was sort of playing catch-up in this point, but he was really gaining control of the narrative after Togekiss went. At this point, it was just a really good mess-up, but something even crazier in this game has happened. At first I'm thinking, why did you switch out into this? Now it's 4-5. Pluto is fighting for his life here. It's the craziest thing, right? More so, something even crazier happens. Not only that, but his best mon is now burned and gone. Where's his offense going to go now? A poisoned dragon? Poisoned Dragon Pole? I don't think it's going to happen. But wait a minute. Cosmic Power? Cosmic Power? So for a whole bunch of turns, I'm watching, knowing that he's going to either pull something out of his hat that involves, I assume, some amount of setup. Along with getting the Toxic on Gumbo was smart. That means there isn't really a high chance that this thing could just survive being poisoned. Has to go. So he was able to get the taunts in, was able to do what he needs to do, keeps activating Cosmic Power just to not even be murdered at this point. I was thinking that if he had, like, Stored Power, which I don't know if it has that would have just ended the game instantly. But at this point, I'm thinking, what's his play? He's going to use Nightshade over and over again, and basically it's just unkillable. All the defense in the world. Meaning that if you can't Toxic this thing out, he parried it. So, in the greatest amount of ingenuity, all this back and forth, all the parries, all the haxing, just having to go back and forth, survival, and then the big stalwart and Mega Venusaur is down. If he can get rid of Gumbo real quick, this game is pretty much his. And he pulls it off. But then I got scared thinking Steve out here is going like, oh crap, this thing has all this Max attack, but it's still living this. Then goes for a higher speed. So if this thing goes down, Steve's gonna win it. But nope, doesn't happen. Gets rid of it. And at this point, the game is completely under control. Pluto wins and gets his first ever playoff berth for playoffs in PCBL. And I was saying he was gonna go 6-6, but him making playoffs was crazy. He secures the 7th seed with a +9, 6-6 +9 differential, making him nice and safe in going up against either probably Isaac or Sean. This is going to be his options to play for the first round, which is actually pretty good. This is really good because Troy, he's so crazy. Like, if he had to make it where both of them had to go, Troy would have found some crazy stuff to win it all, win in general. But still, he got beat by this set. I didn't even know. This is heat of the week right here. This set is heat of the week. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to care about it. This was amazing. An amazing game. And really now leaving one playoff spot left between either Dread, Bisharp, and the others under him. We won't know for sure. So let's get started with this one. Honestly, this game itself was sort of a little on what I would call the unrelenting portion, you know? It's like, honestly, I've never really seen Bisharp play this nice and carefully in a while. And a lot of his losses were just, pretty messy. And if we keep moving along, he keeps going for it. He's got the defenses, the Moonlight, the Tapu Fini. He's using the defensive potential that his team has to completely shut down Scouts, and Scouts' strongest threats are mainly physical. So you got mad Rocky helmets on this thing as well. So it's crazy, very crazy. Right now, 5-4, back and forth, just completely knocking out the competition. And all that Bisharp needed to do after the Dread win was to win by at least 1 or 2, or at least 2 to just secure a playoff spot. But he doesn't just do that. He wins against Scouts and crushing their very dreams with this team. And winning by 4 gives him a 6-6 +4 record, and therefore eliminating the rest of the competition under as he secures the final playoff spot. I don't know if the standings got updated yet. Probably didn't. But if it did, no, it hasn't. So Dread was +1 at the moment, and after Bisharp winning, it puts him at 6-6 +4, knocking out Dread, and he is eliminated along with Coach Oak and Purple Dolphin. Sucks, but we'll probably talk about the rest later. So what we're going to probably do next afterwards, or at least what I'm going to make next, is after this in the Battle of the Week video. Probably going to talk over how each team did, and it won't take too long. It'll probably take like an hour to make it. Not an hour. It'll probably take not too long. We're probably going to go from like numbers 8 to 1 about who did a good job, and to go from numbers 16 to 9 for the teams that didn't do well enough. And that's really it. So thanks for watching this entire season. Sorry for missing week 11. And I think also week 10. Yep, we just lost 2 weeks because, yeah, things got crazy hectic. So, yeah. Can't wait for playoffs.